Hello everybody. I can't do this. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, this is my best friend and
hi.
Oops. Sorry. And today is her birthday. So, I wonder if you can see. Today is her birthday, so I did her makeup. By the time you see this video, it won't be her birthday anymore, but that doesn't matter. Okay? The point is, it's her birthday, so I did her makeup. I just kept it like kind of simple. I kept it Fela appropriate.
Yes, thank you.
She doesn't wear too much makeup, like eyeshadow and stuff, so I just kind of gave her like some glitter.
A little bit of glitter.
Just a little bit. And I used a brown lipstick, which is like everything that what am I saying? Which is like what she wears every single day. So I figured to keep her comfortable, we'll put her.
And then the makeup's gonna happen here. Insert
Video clip here. Anyways, if you like the video, like it.
Subscribe, comment. Follow her on Instagram.
Follow on the gram.
Twitter.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
My Snapchat name isn't appropriate, but I'll put it down anyway.
No, they don't need to Snapchat you.
They don't need to Snapchat me? So I'm not putting my Snapchat name down. And so I'm applying her eyeshadow right now. The first step I'm going to do is apply concealer. I'm using that as a primer instead. And then I'm also going to be setting it with a loose a loose powder. What that does is it just helps set the concealer, and it also helps the eyeshadows that I'm going to use blend a little bit better. Right now what I'm doing is I'm taking that e.l.f. cream gel liner in just a brown color. I'm using that to act as a base for the matte brown shade that I will be using on her lid. And I'm blending that out with a regular blending eyeshadow brush. You can use any brush you want. I'm also doing that to the other eye. It's like math, you know, whatever you do on the right side, you do to the left side. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the eyeshadow Saddle, and it is by MAC, and I'm just using that to blend out the crease. You really want to make sure that you're blending properly because you don't want any harsh lines, especially when you're using a cream base for your eyeshadow. So using the Saddle eyeshadow is really going to help me achieve that nice gradient effect that's going to happen on this particular. And I'm just further blending. Like I said, that is key, you know, like DJ Khaled said, major key. Don't follow DJ Khaled on Snapchat for my sanity. But now what I'm doing is I'm taking that matte brown eyeshadow that I mentioned previously before, and I'm just applying that to her mobile lid area. I'm applying it in the same place that I applied the gel liner at, because I just want the eyeshadow to kind of pop more and I really want it to stick. So that's why I'm just, yeah. So now what you see me here doing is I'm just applying a little bit of black eyeshadow to the outer V of her eyes, and I'm going to blend it up into the crease. When it comes to black eyeshadow, or really any dark eyeshadow, and you're using it in the crease, you want to pick up a little bit and just build onto that color. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm just building up that black for its intensity. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I jumped to the brows because I completely forgot to do brows first. I don't really do my makeup in any particular order. So I'm just using MAC's eyebrow pencil in the color Spiked. This is like a perfect color, I feel like, for everyone's eyebrows, unless your hair is dyed or something. And I'm just lightly filling it in because she already has super thick brows, and I don't want to mess that up by going too heavy-handed on the brows. So what I'm doing now is I'm just concealing and cleaning up around her eyebrow area. I'm using LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Pure Beige. It's a highlighting color. I did use it on top of her brow, and I didn't realize that. So I did go in with a foundation to clean it up and like get rid of that halo brow look, because that's not cute at all. So now what I'm doing is I'm applying a Colourpop eyeshadow in the color DGAF. Y'all know what that means, so I don't have to say it. But the reason why I did this is because I figured it's her birthday and I didn't want to do such a full matte look. I thought it was boring, so I randomly picked this eyeshadow up. For the best results, it does tell you to use it with your fingers. If you're working on a client, they may or may not want you to use your fingers on their face, so just ask. It's her, she didn't care at all, so I did go ahead with my fingers. But what you can do is you can spray your brush and dip it into the product, and you'll get and I'm not doing anything special here, just cleaning up any fallout from the eyeshadows before I move on to her foundation. Okay, moving on to her foundation. First, I'm applying concealer to her under eye. This is a correcting concealer, not a highlighting concealer. And I am just going to be also mixing that with a orange corrector concealer just to help with some of the back. She feels like she has. I don't think she has any, but whatever. And I am mixing it because that concealer is super pigmented, so a little does go a long way. And now I'm just blending that out with my cosmetic sponge. And you can find this anywhere at Target, CVS, any drugstore. I just so happen to have gotten mine from the makeup program that I attended. Okay, and what you see me doing here is taking that same orange corrector and I'm applying it to her forehead. Her forehead is a lot darker than the rest of her face, which is a common thing if you're a woman of color. Our skin tone is obviously different and you have to do a lot of correcting. Sometimes, if you don't have to correct, shout out to you. But in this case, I did apply it to her forehead and a little bit to her upper lip area. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking the sample foundation that we picked up earlier that day from MAC. She wanted to try a MAC foundation and get color match. So this is the Matchmaster foundation in the color 7.5, and it is from MAC. And I'm just sweeping that, I'm just applying that with a foundation brush all over her face just to get the product on. I will go ahead and blend out that foundation with the same cosmetic sponge that I used to blend out her concealer. Myself ain't never talked to me like that before. Okay, now for the fun part, the highlighting and contouring process. I am applying the same concealer that I put underneath her brows. I'm going ahead and applying Pure Beige underneath her eye, down the bridge of her nose, and I will blend it up into her forehead a little bit, her cupid bow, and her chin. I will do a little reverse contouring later, but that'll be after I actually contour regularly, just to help me clean it. Than the evil, scared of the light more than the dark, scared of the truth so much more than the lie. I'm scared for me, I'm scared of me. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Mirror, mirror on your you've just seen, I'm now going in with the Sacha Cosmetics Buttercup Loose Powder. It is very popular right now, and I will say that I do prefer this over the Ben Nye powder because Ben Nye is a lot more heavier in my opinion than this Sacha Buttercup powder, and it is a little bit more natural. So that is why I am using it, and I'm just setting the face, baking, you know. Now I'm going in with LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Dark Cocoa that is going to be used as her contour color. And I'm just putting it down her nose, right underneath her cheekbones, underneath her lips, just to give her, you know, a little pout. I don't know if it worked or not, but I do anyway. I'm taking a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I got it from Ulta. And I'm just blending that contour out. I like this brush for blending contour out. It's stiff, so it doesn't move the product around everywhere. So, yep, that's what I'm doing.
No wonder why there's no mirrors on these walls no more. You can't tell me why you're so terrified of you.
Now, what I'm doing next is I'm just lightly dusting this Kiss powder. I got it from my local drugstore, and it's in the color Dark Chocolate. I'm just setting her contour. The color is, I mean, it's not as pigmented as I would like for it to be, but it does the job.
I'm scared of it. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm taking that same matte black eyeshadow and I am applying it to her lower lash line. I'm applying it in her inner corner, and I'm also applying it to her outer corner. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that same Colourpop eyeshadow, and I'm going to put it right directly in the middle of that, you know, black liner. And it'll just give it a halo effect, and it helps to open up her eyes a little bit, because when you do smoky eyes, sometimes the eyes look a little bit closed. So that's just going to help open up her eyes. And I'm just patting it on. I did spray the brush before I dipped it into the eyeshadow because I'm not using my finger. Now what I'm doing is I'm just dusting away that loose powder from Sacha. I'm really making sure that I buff it into her face. We don't want a white cast. Although this product does a really good job of not leaving that white cast when you take flash photography and stuff like that. But better safe than sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and buff that out as best as I can. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I am using a powdered highlighter, another one of my favorite parts. What I did was I mixed the Colourpop eyeshadow, and I mixed, wait, does that make sense? Yes, I mixed the Colourpop eyeshadow, and I also added the Milani Baked Bronzer in the color number 5. I believe it's pronounced Soliel. I don't know, but I'll write it down below in the description box. And I mixed that together just to kind of give her a really pop-in highlight. I don't know if you can tell. My lighting is a little off in this video, but the highlight was popping. Trust me. And I'm just taking that powder brush and I'm just blending everything in between the blush, contour, the this, the that, everything. And now I am setting her face with MAC Fix Plus Setting Spray. Great if you have dry skin, so go ahead and get it. So right now what I'm doing is I'm taking Colourpop liquid lipstick in the color Limbo, and it's all over the internet. If you haven't gotten this color yet, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Get the color. Anyways, I'm putting it on her because she loves brown lipstick. She was not having it. No other lip color was going to go on her lips except for Limbo. So I'm just applying that with a synthetic concealer brush because I lost my lip brush in the midst of my madness in my room. So, yeah. Okay, you guys, that concludes this video. Thumbs up, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
White. It's because this foundation has SPF in it and it's not good for flash photography, so just letting you know. This is my color, I promise. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Actually, here. You filmed the video before, but I wasn't talking.
Okay, wait. Do one looking at there. Talk to the camera.
Okay, and I kept
Not talk to the thing. Talk to the thing.
Okay, and I kept it simple by using. I don't remember what I was even saying.
I look cute. She did my makeup.